Before we were able to install the siding, we had to first wrap the building with house wrap. And I probably would not have done this had I not watched some YouTube videos about pole barns. And one of the things that was brought up over and over is when you have a building framed in this way and you have steel siding, it's pretty drafty. And as anyone who knows anything about building construction, air movement through a building is terrible. Not only does it transport heat, energy, it also will allow moisture to move as well. And especially with metal siding, metal roofing, water has a tendency to condensate on metal. So my goal all along had been to try to get this building as high efficient as I can, and part of that was installing house wrap around the whole thing. After the house wrap came the base metal, which is a small L-shaped piece of metal at the bottom of the building that gets installed nice and straight and level, and it makes it much easier to install the side steel because you will tuck the top underneath that little soffit flange that we installed for the soffits, and then the bottom just sits on that base trim. And as long as you have your dimensions right, none of the sidewall steel had to be cut. You're probably asking yourself, but wait, what about the 19 windows? Was it 21? 35? How many windows that Carmen promised? Where are all your windows? Well, our windows are still in some factory yet to be made, because the truth is we can't afford windows right now. So we have framed out for the windows. We spent a lot of time thinking about window placement, and we are ready for windows. We just can't buy them right now. So the plan is to install all the steel, and then unfortunately when it comes time to purchase the windows, we'll have to remove all the steel where the windows go so we can install them and properly trim those out before putting the steel back on. Carmen and I had a good system installing the sidewall, which was I would do the layout and punch the holes, and then I would get the panel in place, and she could just come through and put a screw in every punched hole. And then I would come back and do the high stuff from the extension ladder. Unfortunately, I didn't do the best of job documenting getting all of this siding installed. There's a couple of clips here and there in various stages, but I certainly could have done a much better job documenting that part.